questions. Where have you been all this time? why we didn't hear anything and stuff like that. And yeah, it was. I think this is my great memory from previous life.
It's just continuation. It's continuation of the life. But yes, that's a
Amen.
great memory. This video is brought to you by Try the World. We'll hear more about them later, but for now, let's get on to today's video. Welcome to Room 6, the channel dedicated to local music and not so local music and the people that make it, including my guest. And my guest today is the frontwoman for an amazing death metal band that's actually featured on DI Records, a Philadelphia-based record label that has been very kind to me and given me lots of content. And you'll be seeing a lot of virtual interviews with a lot of their acts coming in the new year. Happy holidays, by the way. I am going to be reviewing their latest single, No Karma, coming up here in January. And yeah, please welcome to the channel from the country of Georgia, Olly Lex from the End of Melancholy. Hello, Olly.
Yeah, hi. Hi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Number one, thank you very much for taking the time. It's very early in the morning where Olly is, but I wanted to take a moment just to say happy holidays to everybody. If you want to be featured on the channel like Olly is, whether reviewed, interviewed, or both, hit me up using my email address or click the Room 6 social media link down below in the description. Okay, so Olly, a question that I ask most of my guests here: what is your earliest musical influence? And by that I mean, do you remember the moment when you were, young or whenever, saying, "I want to do that"?
Oh yeah, I've got this moment, and I was around maybe 14 years old. And I just heard Nirvana at my friend's. And
Nice.
in that time, when I've heard Kurt's vocals and all this, I don't know, rage in music, I thought that, this is exactly I want to do.
Definitely understand that. Do you remember what album you were listening to, or what song?
It was a compilation. I remember that.
Ah,
yeah.
excellent.
And then I started to collect to learn about the band, and I learned discography and find out what was the first album, second, and then I just started to bought them all, and then I discovered a whole band. And that was my first time when I've heard, like, when women can scream and how awesome it is. And I immediately fell in love. And grunge was my first style in music.
Okay, I was wondering, because you had mentioned Nirvana, I was like, how do you go from the grunge into what you currently do? And that explains it. Is just the presence of a female doing that.
I
I can do that
I
too.
have an explanation because my second passion in music was Marilyn Manson and Nine Inch Nails. And they had they are my big influence. And that time I discovered that that I can mix these styles together. So yeah.
And having heard No Karma, it definitely sounds like that's what you're doing, is pulling from your influences, and it's a solid kind of an epic sound to a song that could very easily be a lot simpler or not as grandiose. And I feel like the whole band did a great job on the No Karma. So I look forward to hearing the new one whenever that comes out. I wanted to also ask kind of a weird question, if you don't mind. Is this your first band, or was there like a process to get to the End of Melancholy?
Yeah, for sure. It was a process. I think it's my third band. I didn't have much, but yeah, it's the third one. And when Tiom started, it was like um, I continue I put all my skills together, and we did something. I don't know, maybe more adult music, more um, I don't know, just better.
Yeah, I understand that. And ideally, every time you're part of some new project, you're building on what came before, so it is better, hopefully.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Now, are you all fairly close to each other geographically, or is it more of a mostly long distance process, and then every so often you get together to rehearse?
Actually, right now, the End of Melancholy is two persons, me as a vocalist, lyricist, and Andrew. He's a composer, guitarist, and actually he creates everything, music, sound production, and all this stuff. But we found a new drummer here. He's actually from Moscow, and now we are trio, and we are performing here in Tbilisi. So we have a show here
Excellent.
recently.
All right.
Yeah,
All
it
right.
was
Because
yeah, a win for us because it was hard times from 2020 to this year. Many things happened to our band, and now we're like started it all together, like in the new beginning for the band. New music, new bandmates. Actually, honestly, it's my first interview for 3 years on English. So yeah, we just started to uh, wake up, maybe.
excellent. Well, hopefully there'll be first of many many good things to come from the new lineup. Um, I it's always interesting when you have to replace people or add to the sound and try to find the right person or people to be like, okay, here's what we're doing.
I'm
What do
lucky
you
with
have?
that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So excellent, excellent. Um, and please, feel free to tell me if I'm way off base. In the states, and especially in Las Vegas, where the area that I live in, there's a lot of heavy metal, just the whole umbrella of metal. There's a lot of acts in my town where we have like an oversaturation of music, which can be good, can be bad,
Mhm.
and especially after quarantine, it seemed like some of the clickiness. I don't know if that translates well, but some of the problems in the metal scene, especially with a female fronted act, weren't there any as much after quarantine. Everybody kind of realized, oh, hey, we it's live music, and we're just happy to have it back.
Yeah.
In your area, are there is there a lot of well, first of all, I know the metal scene is fairly big out there, right?
Mm, it has some problems, but yeah, I think yes.
Okay. Are there a lot of female fronted bands in the metal scene where you are?
Not like a lot, but yes, we have some bands. Some of them. If we are talking about famous bands, it's not so hard. It's not so heavy.
Right.
Um, yeah, it's, I don't know, quite popular music, but they call it I don't know, rock maybe.
Well,
But
yeah.
yeah, but metal scene, it's kind of in underground. Yeah.
Okay. Um, yeah, I'm always interested to hear other areas and how they're hopefully realizing that, anybody can make, music, and it isn't just one group's, right or whatever to say, no, no, you know, that's not a thing. It's open to everybody. So, all right, I'm glad to hear that at least there's some representation out there. Any plans to come to the States on tour anytime in 2024?
I think for now it's just um, I think no, because it has many problems. Um, with all that situation,
Hmm.
political. I mean, yeah, and it's just impossible for technical things. But I hope the situation will change someday, and we just solve the problem with the place where we will live. So this is the problem. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Understood. Yeah, and I can only imagine how much more difficult and how many layers there are to get through before you can even think about going to another country to perform, or even just go to another country. So
Yeah,
I was
so
just
it's a
curious.
really hard times for us. I don't know. So we have no big plans for touring. Only around Georgia and Europe here. We have plans for making music. We want to release a new single. We want to work on our upcoming album, and I really, really want craving to shoot a video because it's really beautiful here in Georgia, and I just don't want to miss the moment to shoot something beautiful, and it will be our um, new video. Yeah. So I want to focus on music, and I really everything is changed uh, with our band, with our lives, and I really have to say about all the situation. So it's inspiring me to write the lyrics and to write new music, and I'm we are in process, and I like what we got, and I can wait to release something new and yeah, to be back.
Yeah, right. Well, speaking of video, stick around because we're
Hmm.
going to have after the interview, we're going to have
Hmm.
I think the lyric video for No Karma, and so
Yeah.
you're going to want to check that out. In fact, I think this is a good time. Take a quick little break here. We're going to hear a quick message from future Josh, who has a message about some sponsor or whatever. So stick around.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Thanks, Josh from the past. As some of you know, I enjoy the occasional whiskey on this channel. Tasting and reviewing whiskeys makes me feel so gourmet. And that goes for trying out food from other countries, too. Sometimes I wish I could take a tasting trip around the world. Fortunately, there's Try the World. Try the World is the first gourmet tour around the world, but with no plane ticket needed. Just go to trytheworld.com and subscribe to receive a gourmet box from a different country like France, Japan, or Brazil every month. Discover a dozen of the best gourmet and cultural finds in each box, accompanied by beautifully illustrated culture guides explaining how to enjoy the food. Their site offers gift boxes, the premium signature boxes, and the very affordable snack boxes. I'm all about the snack box because you get 5 different snacks from 5 different countries every month. Normally, snack box subscriptions are $19 a box, but you do get a discount for an annual commitment. That's a price even musicians can afford. Just for watching this video, and for being part of Room 6, and for a limited time, you can use my affiliate link down in the description to get $10 off your snack box order by entering the coupon code Snackbox 10 at checkout. Plus, you'll be helping out the channel. Thanks to Try the World for being a sponsor, and let's get back to today's show. We're back, and if that sponsor spot interested you at all, please consider clicking the link down in the description so that you'll get some, some money. You'll save some money. I'll get some money. It's a win-win. In the meantime, let's get back to Olly Lex from The End of Melancholy, and a couple more questions, and then we're going to get to that lyric video for No Karma. And it's a really great song. And you said that it's just you and one other person.
Andrew
made No Karma.
Actually, yeah. Actually, thank you very much. Actually, we have 2 albums, and we did it together, just me and Andrew. So our the rest bandmates, they actually just playing,
Right on.
So Andrew, yeah, he composed the music, and then all the things which continue to we follow to mix and all that stuff. But all the job is for Andrew, yeah, and I'm singing and writing lyrics.
All right, that's awesome, because it is an epic sound, and it definitely sounds like multiple players and a lot of post-production work. So kudos to Andrew.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah.
I'm amazed to hear that. I just assumed it was like a 4-piece or a 5-piece, but yeah, wow. You definitely want to check them out. Speaking of checking them out, make sure you hit there's links. Social media links will be in the description, so you can follow them, find out if maybe they're playing near you, but also find out what else they got going on. I know that Olly does TikToks and YouTubes where you're singing cover songs a lot, and that's I've been seeing that a lot lately, especially from female metal singers. A lot of them are singing covers, and I don't know like what started that, but it's really nice to hear just the variety of, like, I know I sound like this all the time, but I also can sing like this. And
yeah, it improves your skill,
definitely
your vocal range. Yeah.
I studied voice for a while and was, I've been a front man and singing, and I could not stand to sing the same stuff all the time. Like, karaoke, it was my friend. So, all right. So from there, what's your favorite show memory performing as The End of Melancholy? And it could be one where things went way off the rails and went crazy, or you checked off a bunch of your rock star wish list. Was there a story that you like to just look back on and be like, that's my favorite show memory?
Show memory, for sure. It was support. We were as a supported band for Motionless in White for their first when they first came to Russia. It was a big show. The guys from the band were really nice to us, and a lot of people. And after the show, many people came to me and said, "Wow, guys, you're great. I will definitely will check your other songs. Where have you been all this time? why we didn't hear anything?" and stuff like that. And yeah, it was. I think this is my great memory from previous life.
It's just continuation. It's continuation of the life. But yes, that's a great memory. Yeah, that is a great. It's always nice when a musical artist that you respect like says, "Hey, I like what you did there. It's really good stuff." Where have you been? And you're like, "I've been here the whole time." Yeah. One of the best compliments I ever got. Oh, go ahead.
No, I just wanted to add that I mean, Chris Motionless surprised us how nice he was to our band, and I don't know, it really inspired us before the show. So yeah.
Oh, this was before you played. That's even better.
Yeah, yeah,
Awesome.
exactly. He came and
All right.
said, like, guys, everything will be okay, and you awesome. Thanks for that you will play with us. Thank you, Chris. So yeah, that was
Right.
nice.
That is nice. Awesome. One of the best compliments I ever got was, uh, "You guys write music for musicians." And I was like, "So you're saying we're not writing
Aha.
popular music?" Yeah. I had to look. I had to really, but then I thought about their music, and their music is definitely the kind of like music you're sitting there as a musician going, "I see what you did there. That's you guys are writing complicated stuff." And it really was it really was flattering once I realized that you're not saying you don't write music that people want to listen to. You're saying you write music that musicians are going to understand. So that was nice.
Yeah.
All right, last question. You made it. Yay.
Yay.
And we're gonna circle back to the first question about your earliest musical influence. And my original Room 6 fans, they know what's coming. Speaking of which, if you're watching this and you don't know who the End of Melancholy or Olly Lex are, thank you for watching. Appreciate that. So let's pretend we're talking to little Olly, to little you, okay?
Okay.
And basically
try.
what we're doing is, yeah, we're gonna jump in a time machine and we're gonna go back and talk to little Olly, or just talk to new musicians. What is one thing that you wish you could say to yourself when you heard Nirvana and you said, "I want to do that"? What is one thing that you wish you knew back then that would come in handy as a piece of forewarning knowledge?
Just do it.
Simple. I like
Never
it.
stop. Yeah, never stop, and try to move earlier from that country. Honestly, because it's the only reason. Yeah, it's the only reason why we have to stop and rebuild our life, our music, and I'm a bit regret that we didn't tour in maybe 2014, 15, that years. And yeah, sad but true.
Yeah. Don't wait. Do it now. Yes. Awesome. Well,
We
I
did
couldn't say it
it.
any better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't say it any better. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you, Olly, for coming on the channel. Stick around. We're going to see the lyric
Yeah.
video for No Karma. As I said, I'm reviewing that later this week on the channel. And we'll catch you in the outro. In the meantime, temporarily say goodbye, I guess. See you in a little bit.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Darling, my own fire, burn me, don't let me sink to the bottom. Don't let the fire of my desire.
I want to thank Olly Lex from The End of Melancholy for coming on the channel. It was a great interview and an awesome video. If you want to know more about them, click the link down in the description, and you can follow them online. Other than that, if you want to see more videos like that, please click up here. If you want to subscribe, click up there, ring the bell, you know the drill. And if you want to hear my own music, which is definitely not death metal, click over there. Remember to be amazing, and we'll see you next time on Room 6. Say goodbye, Olly.
Bye.
There we go. And happy holidays, everybody. Bye-bye.